Hi, my name's Miranda Roberts, and I'm here to talk to you about a problem that we run across every once in a while. If you are trying to hook up something like an Xbox, Apple TV, or Nintendo Wii to a hotel wireless internet system, and normally these hotels they require that when you try to hook up through your Internet Explorer, they come up with a startup page where you have to input your room number and name or perhaps a password to get onto the internet. And that's pretty much impossible to do with an Xbox, Apple TV, or Nintendo Wii. So what you can do is you can kind of spoof the system if you have a laptop with you and have your laptop pretend to be your Xbox, Apple TV, or Nintendo Wii and do the connection to the wireless internet. And once that's done, then you will be able to connect through your Xbox, Apple TV, or Nintendo Wii. So let's assume that you're trying to hook up an Xbox, and I have a separate video on where you need to find what's called a MAC address. And basically the MAC address is a unique identifier that your network wireless network card has for it. And so once you find that MAC address, write it down, because what we're going to do with your computer then is have it pretend to be your Xbox by using that same MAC address. So first of all, you want to get your MAC address of your computer and write it down, because once you're done with all this, you want to switch it back to its original MAC address, right? So you want to launch your terminal window. I'm here on an Apple, and for an Apple, if you really go to search and you just type in terminal, it'll find the terminal for you. And from there, you want to type in this command here, and this will work on a PC or a Mac. Once you do that, it's going to respond back with something like this, ETHER space, and then it's going to have a series of letters and numbers here. This is your computer's MAC address, and I just have a sample one here. You want to write that down, because when you're all done with this, you want to change it back to exactly this address. So next thing you want to do is now you want to spoof the system by you want to spoof the computer's MAC address and put in your Xbox MAC address. So you put in this command. Actually, it doesn't need to be a capital S. And here you would input the MAC address that you've found out from your Xbox. And make sure your Xbox is powered off at this time, but you put this sudo ifconfig en1 ether, and then the address, the MAC address of your Xbox. Type that in, and then what you'll do next is go ahead and type this line right here, and that will see if your computer has taken its change. And what you should get back is this line here, which will now have the MAC address of your Xbox. So your computer now is pretending to be the Xbox, and now go ahead and try to connect to the internet the way you normally would through Internet Explorer or Safari or whatever it is, and make sure once you've connected, go to your favorite web page and just check it out and make sure that your internet connection is working well with your computer. So now go ahead and turn the computer off, and now go back and power your Xbox on, because now the network has identified that MAC address and will recognize it. So now when your Xbox is trying to hook up to the internet says, oh yeah, you're already hooked up, and it should work. So now make sure to go back, turn your computer back on, and you want to reset its MAC address back to the original one. So you use the same command, sudo right here, and here you would now be inputting your original computer's MAC address. Go ahead and type this line here to make sure that the address took, and you should get this command here back with the original MAC address of your computer. So now your computer is back to where it was, and you can hook up your computer to the internet the same way you did before. And now you should have everything connected. That's basically it. So Miranda Roberts, if you have any questions, go ahead and submit it to our website, and we'll see if we can answer the questions for you. Thank you.